The story begins as Cole Reed works a bodyguard detail in Bangkok. The buyers reassure the family the company is in good hands. The owner is Tibu Kampalo, and the sale is almost done. All of it began with the one small boat on the table. The buyers will make the sale official in 1 week's time. For Tibu, the day is bittersweet rather than a victory. At the estate, Taryn watches the cameras and finds everything quiet. Cole learned the game working the jail as a rookie officer. He misses the action of that work, but not the politics. He made mistakes there, angered the wrong people, and cannot return. Over the board Tibu remembers today was Cole's father's birthday. His father would have beaten Tibu at chess and taken his money. In Tibu's place, Cole says he would probably just surrender. Alone with a drink afterwards, Cole wishes his father happy birthday. The next night, Cameron dreads the party and the speech. The guest list names Jaron Daniles of Trans-Pacific Exports. The cleanest record on the high seas is Tibu's proudest claim. Tibu credits his son Cameron for making the whole sale possible. Then he calls Cole up to join the family. Cole is handed a box and told to open it. Inside is a watch for a man of action, not flash. The inscription marks the day Cole saved his life 5 years ago. Tibu offered him a job, and Cole has been family ever since. Away from the toast, Daniles promises the sale dies tonight. Driving home afterwards, Tibu calls it a wonderful night. He never imagined selling the company and never wanted to. Tibu sold the company for Cameron rather than for himself. The shipping business was his own dream, and never his son's. He wanted the boy free to chase dreams of his own instead. A road closure has taken them off the usual route. 2 men in uniform stop them. Cole starts backing out. Then the men open fire. The car reverses through the gunfire. They break clear, but Tibu is hit. Cole tells him the men who shot them were police. Tibu's last request is that Cole look after his son Cameron. Cole promises nothing will happen to Cameron. He begs him to stay awake and hold on. Then the breathing stops. Cole calls Taryn from the roadside and checks that Cameron is safe. They were ambushed, and Tibu is dead. Cole says the police are involved and nobody can be trusted. One shooter carried an American passport. Taryn runs the passport number through the company system. The man is Jonathan Rogers, a former Marine. He is on the KMG payroll as a crewman. He sails tonight on the Artemis, which leaves in 2 hours. Cole is heading for the port after him. Across the city, the news of Kampalo's death pleases Daniles. The one problem is that the bodyguard got away. Daniels has the police put out a citywide alert for him. He adds that Cole must not be brought in alive. By morning, the news is calling Cole, Kampalo's own bodyguard, the murderer. The whole city goes into lockdown until he is caught. The same night, a third mate named Angie Ellis is called up. Her flight home leaves in 3 hours. She is supposed to have her daughter this weekend in Los Angeles. If she misses the sailing, the company will simply fire her. She takes the job and loses both the flight and the weekend. At the Kampalo house, a detective arrives to question Cameron. Cole reaches Cameron on the phone while the drinks are poured. He breaks the news that Cameron's father is dead. All Cole can offer him is that he tried. Cameron has already seen it. It was an ambush, and Cameron must stay locked down. Whoever killed Tibu will be coming for Cameron next. That night, Cole crosses the Bangkok container port on foot. On the bridge, Marco Madsen demands to know who Angie is. She is the new third mate, but he already has 20 men. The company sent her because a crewman called in sick. She offers to twirl for him instead. He welcomes her aboard anyway. Marco's pendant is a Viking symbol of guidance and protection. He puts her on the night shift and has her watched. Cole is aboard the Artemis unseen. The Artemis leaves Bangkok in the dark with him hidden aboard. Angie sets out her daughter's photograph. Below the accommodation, Cole hears crying through the steel. He works the container lever until the door finally gives. Inside are dozens of people. He steadies them and tells them he is here to help. A man among them answers Cole in careful English. They boarded at Bangkok expecting release once the ship sailed. Instead, they were left in the heat and the dark. He needs them quiet for now. He promises to bring water, food, and medical supplies. They need to trust him, because he is coming back. Minutes later, a voice calls down the same passage. Then Angie opens the container herself. A child is hurt. The girl's mother mentions a man who already brought water. Angie has no idea who the woman means. She sends crewmen down with water and goes to wake the captain. She brings Marco the dozens of people locked in the container below. They are dehydrated, and one of them is a little girl. Marco calls that very good and sits her down. He radios the bridge to follow protocol. Angie wants the Navy called, and Marco agrees, then stalls. He radios his officers to hold position while Mateo handles it. Cole watches the crewmen force everyone back inside. One of them fights back. On the bridge, Angie insists something is wrong and demands the Navy. A gun comes up on her. He radios that he has her. A knife comes at them out of the dark. A crewman drops in the dark. Cole starts moving the passengers up to the lifeboats. Angie triggers the distress signal. The order goes out to drag her off the bridge. He has the signal canceled before anyone answers. He sends Mateo to disable the lifeboats so she cannot leave. Then Marco wants to know where his own man Jonathan is. On deck, Cole arms the man who spoke English, saying, he is going back alone for the woman who found them. By first light, the destroyer USS Hazard Perry has the call. It came in with an attack code and was canceled. Captain Spencer has his people call the ship back to confirm. Marco answers the radio and gives his own name. His story is a jumpy crewman and a light astern. Spencer notes they are a long way out for a trawler. He lets it go, then quietly starts checking. In Bangkok, the detective comes back to press Cameron. Someone called him from a burner phone soon after the killing. Cameron cannot recall the call or who made it. Cole pulls Angie in behind a storeroom door. He offers only that he is not one of them. There are people in the hold, and they are in danger. Then she shows him the wound. A woman is shot. The crew drive the rest of them back out of the lifeboats. Cole will help them, but her wound comes first. Mateo finds Jonathan's kit stowed in one of the lifeboats. He reports that both crewmen from the hold are dead. Marco points out that the woman still put Mateo down. He orders the whole ship swept for whoever came aboard. In the engine room, Cole opens up her shoulder. He finally gives her his name in return. He warns her that digging it out will hurt. She has a deadbeat ex and the most wonderful little girl. The girl is called Violette, and she just turned 6. The bullet clatters onto the deck. She promised her more than 2 days a month and could not. The Navy checks what traffic was really near that position. Spencer also wants everything the Navy has on Captain Marco Madsen. Angie asks whether he killed Campallo and the officers. Cole tells her that is not what happened. All that matters now is getting her and them to safety. She sent a distress signal and got nothing back. With no cell service, the bridge still has satellite phones and radios. Going up there will bring every man on the ship. To reach the bridge alive past every man, they need a diversion. Every section seals off, so the people below stay safe. The hold is set on fire. The alarm goes. Marco musters the crew and names the diversion. There is a stowaway, so 2 guards go on each tower door. The captain puts a crewman in charge of the towers. Mateo goes down with the fire team, while Marco takes the deck. Cole takes the stair guard. Angie calls Mayday. The fire is contained, and the crew are called back up. He calls the bridge for a report, and time is running short. He works out where they are and sends the guard up. The Navy's hail comes through the speaker. That guard is killed on the bridge. Angie reaches Commander Spencer aboard the destroyer and needs immediate assistance. She is with a man named Cole Reed. The captain of the ship is running a human trafficking operation. She gives a latitude and longitude and begs them to hurry. Spencer hears gunfire, calls for the dossier and sets course. In her cabin afterwards, Angie starts to come apart. Cole promises to get her back to her daughter. Marco musters the crew and offers them a bigger cut. Over the radio, the man aboard is named as Campolo's bodyguard. The handover is moving up to 2 hours, ship to ship. Marco demands to know why Cole Reed is on his ship. He thought Cole was dealt with when they killed Tibu. Danielis admits his kill team failed in Bangkok. It must not be allowed to wreck the transaction. Over the radio, a buyer called Bertus is 2 hours away. Danielis wants Cole off that ship and dead. Then a voice asks whether Cameron still holds. The sale has been halted, so it is business as usual. Angie asks who Cameron is, and Cole cannot rule him out. But Marco is in it, and Marco will pay. Until the Navy arrives, the people below are not safe. Every route down to the hold is guarded. Angie suggests going down through the ventilation shaft. Aboard the destroyer, Marco's file names him a 10-year KMG captain. He is Danish, ex-Jaeger Corps, with tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. He was investigated twice for smuggling. They believed he killed a man in his unit, but nothing stuck. Half of his crew are ex-military or ex-mercenary from foreign units. Then the news names Cole as a wanted cop-killing fugitive. Spencer does not like what he sees on that deck. Friendly or not, he wants his boarding team ready. Angie hears the crew coming and warns him. The vent cover gives way into the hold. Angie pulls him clear, and now they are even. The crew radio that they hit the stowaway. Over the radio, the captain will deal with him himself. Marco finds Angie on the bridge. Now he would like to see her twirl. 42 miles out, the boarding party is 75 minutes away. A gunshot kills the last lights. Marco has cargo hold 3 locked off with Cole sealed inside. Meanwhile, the Navy reads Cole's file. His mother died when he was 7. His father, a policeman. He went from school into the Royal Marines. He served 2 tours, joined the London Police, and was decorated. He ended up serving under his own father in firearms command. On a raid, he disobeyed orders and got himself trapped. His own father went in after him and was shot dead. He left with people wanting payback, and no family left. Spencer decides that Campolo's killer is on that ship. Cole Reed is aboard that ship to square things up. A horn sounds across the water. The gangway comes down. The money has landed. Marco reports that the problem has been contained. Marco orders the people taken up to the cargo deck. The buyer, Bertus, comes aboard the Artemis to meet Marco. He mentions the smoke he saw on the way in. Marco says his ship is none of Bertus's business. Bertus wants to inspect the goods himself. He intends to pick a clean one for the ride home. Below decks, a hatch is forced. He thanks Tibu as it gives. He climbs the anchor chain out through the bow. He takes a crewman from behind. Marco presents the group and wants them off his ship. A dead crewman drops between them. Bertus raises a gun and demands to know what is happening. Marco owns up to the stowaway still loose on board. Now what happens on the ship is Bertus's business. Marco tells everyone to calm down and will fix it. His men are sent below decks to hunt Cole down. Matteo is sent up to finish Angie for good. Cole kills the first men down. Angie is waiting and kills Matteo. Cole works through the rest of the crew in the corridors. He leaves Angie at the stairs and goes on alone. A door groans open at the top of the stairs. Cole and Marco fight out onto the deck. The fight crosses onto the boat. The gangway gives way. Marco swings a fire axe. He says Cole should have died in Bangkok. Cole drives a hook through him and pins him down. Marco claws at the hook, pinning him. Cole answers with a spear gun for Tibu. It pins him to the post. Finally, the Navy boards the ship at full daylight. They put the only man standing face down on the deck. Angie shows empty hands. She is the ship's third mate, and she made the distress call. The man they are cuffing is the one who saved them. The rest of the crew are dead, about 20 and the captain. Tully asks whether that is Cole Reed. She says the man is only her shipmate. Cole was shot, she says, and went overboard. She holds the line that this is how it went down. Cole sends the Navy medics down to the people in the hold. A relief crew is coming to take the ship home. Angie hands him Captain Marco's own satellite phone. It still holds the whole call log, every number Marco dialed. If he goes back, Bangkok will try to kill him. He needs to finish this. He tells her to get home to Violette. She promises him she will. Tully reports Cole Reed killed in action. Marco and all 20 of his crew are dead. One unidentified crewman is leaving on the buyer's boat. Spencer makes him say all of that again. And the belief in a thing makes it happen. From the boat, Cole calls Taryn. He wants the last number in Marco's call log run down. It comes back as Geron Daniles. Cole is coming back. In Bangkok, they bury Tibu. Afterwards, Cole puts Cameron into the back of a car. Cameron let them move cargo on the ships, and they paid him. He says he had no idea what they really wanted. Then they stopped asking and started threatening him instead. By then, there were multiple shipments going out every single week. Cameron thought he had the whole thing handled. He thought selling the company would get him out from under them. Cole tells him he got his own father killed. Cameron will live with that for the rest of his life. Then Cole sends him home. That night, a car is run off the road. Cole drags Danilos from the wreck. Cole asks why Tibu had to die. Tibu dead, the company passes to Cameron. With the sun compromised, the cargo keeps moving through KMG ships. Cole names the cargo as human beings. Daniles offers him anything he wants for it. Cole stands over him and gives him his answer: vengeance.